I want to go over today, what is the state of fighting games in 2024? Are you rocking with Tekken 8? Have you guys been enjoying Tekken 8? Or are you still playing that good Street Fighter 6? Or are you doing yourself a disservice and playing that Mortal Kombat? Nah, but in today's video, man, you guys know I like to just ask these questions and have these community discussions. Which game is on top right now? Which fighting game is here? And then I want to give you guys who I think is winning the current battle toward the end of this video. So we're going to go check a few numbers up on that good Steam database, see who had the highest peaks, see who has the highest concurrent players, and then let's go ahead and discuss the state of fighting in 2024. Now, as you can see here, we'll go over a couple of the Tekken 8 numbers so far. Now, the game has 29,000 concurrent players right now, 33,000 in the 24-hour peak, and it peaked at all time of 49,000, pretty much 50,000. Now, this is all interesting because these are probably going to be the max peak numbers when it comes to Tekken 8. So let's go ahead and jump over to Street Fighter and see how Street Fighter did when it dropped last June. Now, as you guys can see here, let's go ahead and hit them Street Fighter charts. We had 10,000 players right now, 20,000 over a 24-hour peak, and 70,000 peak players all 8 months ago all time. Now, clearly Street Fighter 6 is the winner here, and I find this very interesting because I'll be honest, man, I thought Tekken 8 was going to be the game to have the bigger all-time peak. So it quite surprised me that Street Fighter is honestly, it's about 20,000 ahead of Tekken 8. So honestly, no competition right there. So in terms of the peak Steam numbers, Street Fighter 6 is on top, man. I don't see any fighting game. If Tekken 8 couldn't do it, there's no fighting game that's going to top Street Fighter 6's all-time peak, which I believe is the record for fighting games. Don't quote me on that, but I believe 70,000 from Street Fighter 6 is the all-time record for peak Steam players. So that's a W for Street Fighter right there. And then I went and checked the Mortal Kombat 1 numbers, and this is where it gets real nasty and dicey. I mean, I'll give it 2,000 players right now, 17 or 1,800 24-hour peak, and it peaked all time at 38,000. Now, these are quite shocking to me because we all know Mortal Kombat is the more casual, friendly, and the most sold gaming fighting game franchise of all time. But these numbers are abysmal. They're terrible. Almost nobody is playing Mortal Kombat 1, and it ain't even been out that long. I mean, Street Fighter 6 has been out, I believe, longer, and it's still hitting those good numbers and healthy numbers on Steam. And I think Tekken 8 will follow suit as well. So NetherRealm Studios, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you guys did with Mortal Kombat. I don't really follow Mortal Kombat like that, but man, the next Mortal Kombat need to be fire because everything is saying that this was not it. I played it a little bit for myself. It was cool, but I don't know what's going on with NetherRealm. Mortal Kombat 1 is honestly, it's on life support right now. So we need to figure out what's going on to get Mortal Kombat back healthy and back in the fight, because right now it is just getting smashed by Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. Now, sales wise, I'll have to go check that as well. But if we talking just pure Steam numbers and active community and players, Mortal Kombat is on the tail end right now, really bad. Now, I kept it fair. I went and checked them Grand Blue Fantasy versus numbers as well. We got 942, 1600, and a peak of 7,000. So this game didn't even come close to peaking like the other games, but that is expected as this is like an anime niche Arc System Works type of fighting game. So we never expected no crazy numbers, but I think it's wild that the concurrent player in the community is honestly comparable to that of Mortal Kombat 1. Now, this game is a little bit fresher, so I'm using a lot of context here when I'm making these comparisons. I'm just saying though, Mortal Kombat and Grand Blue shouldn't even be in the same vein when it comes to numbers in comparison. So maybe this is a bad one to make, but I'm just talking the numbers. What can you do? Now, here's where I'm going to keep it a buck on a different side of the spectrum. I feel like Street Fighter 6 hype is dying down a little bit because its post-game launch DLC content has been rather mediocre. I mean, we had the Ninja Turtles, Spy X Family, one set of DLC costumes so far. It has been underwhelming to say the least. This is where I think Tekken 8 is already up because everybody was hyped about the Eddie Gordo announcement. That DLC alone was more hyped than anything that Street Fighter 6 has done. line. Now I know that this is subjective, but I was just looking at the reception of the community and everybody went wild for that Eddie Gordo. Even if you're not an Eddie Gordo fan, I don't even like fighting Eddie Gordo. He's ridiculous to fight. But in terms of DLC and game launch and content, I got Tekken 8 up so far. I even have Grand Blue Fantasy up with the 2B guest character announcement. Street Fighter 6 has definitely got to do something to stay a little bit more relevant. And I'm not talking about no more World Tour or Battle Hub DLC costumes. We need a real shakeup in Street Fighter 6. Now we got Ed coming soon, but I still don't think that's enough. We need more from Street Fighter 6. So Tekken is up when it comes to that. But all in all, man, it's a great time to be a fighting game fan, just like it's a great time to be a JRPG fan right now. Fighting games are on a roll, whether you're trying to play Tekken 8, Grand Blue, Street Fighter 6, or Mortal Kombat. Man, there should be something out there for you, and I'm excited that this genre is alive. Now all we need is a good Marvel vs. Capcom and a good crossover versus game to really complete the trinity of these fighting games right now, man, for real, for real. So as for who's winning the war right now, who's winning the battle, it's us, the fans. Yes, I know I copped out, but I feel like, man, we are in a semi-fighting game renaissance. You got Street Fighter 6 at a 92 Metacritic open critic. You got Tekken 8 at a 90 must play open Metacritic. You cannot deny that these games are both quality. Now, Mortal Kombat, you can't say as much. I don't know what's going on with NetherRealm Studios and Mortal Kombat, but I say we, the players, man, we are winning right now. Is it a Tekken 3? Is it Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 2? Maybe not that era. Maybe not the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 era of fighting games and whatnot, but we are still in a nice resurgence of our beloved fighting game genre. So for me, I feel like it's us. We, the fans, are winning. So man, that is the video. Thank y'all for checking in real quick with Cali Q. I got more fighting game videos and updates coming soon. I'm gonna be curious to watch to see how Tekken actually impacts the community. We know Street Fighter 6 sold 3 milli. We'll see what Tekken will sell as well. God bless y'all for watching the video, man. Thank y'all. Comment down below. I respond to all the comments, man. So y'all show y'all boys some love. Hit the like button. I'll see y'all in the next video. Stay fighting. Peace.